flat on that one. Thank you so much, Sam. It's really nice of you to join in.
No problem.
Yeah, I
Very
think that's
nice.
about
Thank you for
right.
having me.
How's it been? How's it been so far?
Yeah, not too bad. I think it's I'm getting very, very bored, but I'd love to I'd love to be in Chennai at the moment, obviously playing for Chennai, but at this time there's a lot more important stuff going on in the world. So we just got to stay safe and stay home.
Now, it was nice of you to kind of repost that little teaser that the CSK page kind of tweeted out. And, you would have been glad to see yourself in yellow. How does it look? You in
Wow,
yellow, is
yeah.
that?
I actually said to my girlfriend just now, I showed her the picture. The Photoshop was unbelievable, wasn't it?
It was.
It
Good
was, it
job, the
looked,
digital team, guys. Good job there.
it was very good. I was waiting to see what picture was going to come up, but that's the best edit I've ever seen.
Glad you like that. Glad you like that. But we do know you like playing a lot of sports, Sam. I mean, it is a cricketing. It's like a family that's entrenched in the sport. I don't have to say anything more. But for someone like you, how does this lockdown work? I mean, what is it that you do to get your mind in the right place?
Yeah, well, obviously now it's very different. No one expected to be locked. We've been in lockdown for 3 weeks now, so it's just been messing around, owned like home gyms and doing what you can in terms of a bit of exercise, going out for a little run, things like that. But it's obviously it's very strange times, and I'm just trying to be fit and ready as I can for when hopefully the season will start. But no one knows when that will be because we just got to support the nurses and doctors around the world and country to try and stay safe and do our bit.
You did mention your girlfriend. Was she the one who recorded you getting a bit of TT done?
Getting a bit of
You when you're playing table tennis, was it her recording it?
yes, yes. That's
Nice audio.
I,
She was like, yes, that is lame, Sam.
yeah. She wasn't very happy, but it's I was playing against the wall because I had no one else to play against.
Yeah, that's what happens in lockdown. We have to play with ourselves. I mean, I understand that there's nothing else to keep yourself occupied, but do you like other sports just as much? Because I know that you've been also playing a bit of squash as well. So do you like other
Yeah,
sports?
I do. I do. Obviously now I'm very limited to what sports we can play, but I do enjoy golf, squash. I like watching rugby, watching football. So it's yeah, obviously cricket's my biggest sport in my family. I've got two brothers that obviously play as well. So we're very competitive, but yeah, it's all good fun, but I do enjoy watching and playing other sports.
I wanted to ask about your brothers because we started, of course, we mentioned Ben. So a lot of these, some cricketers whom I'd spoken to, because when I knew that you were going to come in, I kind of chatted with a few people who knew you in some capacity, and some said that they would confuse you with Ben. Has that happened? It's hard to believe, but has that happened? You guys do look similar.
Yes, I think that's a good sign that I am the same family as my brother. I think that's always good sign. But yeah, I think we all look very similar in different ways, I guess, and that's why we're a very close family, and we all, as I said, do a lot of garden cricket in the garden and messing around and lots of fighting.
So are you guys, I mean, obviously the oft asked question is about sibling rivalry. Is that an actual thing? Do you guys do compare notes and say, I scored this much, I took this wicket or something like that?
I do. Obviously, yes, there is. I think now we probably don't play as much because we all
Yeah.
in different parts of the country playing for different teams. So I think when we all get together at home, there's definitely a lot of competitive rivalry and trying to get each other out and hit each other everywhere. So it is. We had a lot of that growing up when we were a lot younger because obviously we were all together playing in the garden and yeah, having lots of fun.
So who gets the better of whom, you reckon, more often than not?
Well, me being the youngest in the family, always the fielder, so I always had to be the one collecting the balls, and Ben and Tom were always the ones batting and bowling. So now's my turn to bat as long as I can.
Yep, just hold on there, right? Don't give your wicket away. But Sam, how come you left-handed, and was that something that you naturally kind of gravitated towards, or was it like ingrained that you probably someone made you play left-handed from the start?
I think so. I don't really know because obviously me being the youngest, Tom was a right arm bowler. Ben, obviously in the middle of us, was a he actually was left-handed
Yeah.
batsman before me, and then I don't really know. Maybe it was just the way I grew up, and I loved watching guys like Brian Lara and Mitchell
Oh, lovely.
Johnson, all these kind of guys when I was young. So obviously to watch these guys just try and be your heroes, and yeah, I don't know why I'm left-handed, but obviously my parents obviously brought me up left-handed.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, there's a lot of messages coming in. Just quickly to read a couple out before we continue with this conversation, Sam. Of course, Aniket says, waiting for you to join the CSK family soon. They were all quite excited to see you in that yellow jersey, I must say, which was great work of art. But moving on, how excited are you to be a part of CSK, Sam? How excited are you to join the gang?
Very, very excited. I'm obviously very gutted at the moment with what's going on because right now we would have probably been together in Chennai, but it's obviously now, as I said earlier, there's a lot more important things going on. But I'm very excited, as I've said in previous interviews, to be playing alongside MS Dhoni, the captain. I think it's going to be really what's the word? Going to be an incredible experience for me. The great coach Stephen Fleming, but there's obviously some huge Indian superstars there as well in the team, and just to be able to pick their brains. And I've actually heard from Sam Billings; he was there the last couple of years. It's an amazing franchise and great setup. So it's something I'm hopefully that can still go ahead whenever it is, and hopefully I can get to come and represent Chennai and hopefully put in some great performances and win.
Have they been in touch with you? Have CSK been in touch? Have you been in touch with any of them as well over the last few months since the auction happened?
Yeah, I have. I've been invited to the WhatsApp group, so that was a good day where I was on the WhatsApp
How
group,
did that
and
go?
yeah, it was good. Obviously, everyone was said welcome and things like that, so that was very special. But there's been loads of information about the obviously the virus and all that kind of stuff because obviously Chennai were in training in their training camp before this all happened. So I was following all the training sessions and things like that. I was actually in Sri Lanka and I was meant to fly
Right, right, right.
straight from Sri Lanka after our test series to Chennai. So it's obviously everything's changed very quickly, but I think there's a lot. As I said, it's a very scary time for everyone. We just got to sit tight and be patient.
What was it like on auction day when you saw it all happen? I mean, I always ask cricketers, are you watching the auction? And a lot of them actually are nervous. Were you just as nervous when you were picked? What was the emotions like that day?
I was actually very nervous. I was on the golf course actually at the time, and I had on Twitter I had the updates of the IPL, like each person coming out, all the names, and my name took a very long time. But when I realized that Chennai, I'd been selected by Chennai, that was obviously great enjoyment and happiness that I was going to be coming to Chennai because I've heard it's obviously it is one of the biggest franchise. They've won so many trophies, got to so many finals, and it's a great feeling because you're going to the biggest T20 tournament in the world, and to be able to play with such legends and you can learn so much every day, even if it's not at the stadium, it's at the hotel having some food and just chatting cricket to guys who are such big cricketing icons.
Well, a couple of things. The camera is going on sliding. That's okay. I'm sure you'll adjust that eventually.
Yes, sorry.
Tanvi says he can see Tom behind making faces at the camera. Is he there?
No, he's not. He's not here now. He's at his apartment in London. So I'm sure. I was actually excited for the challenge of playing because Tom obviously went to Rajasthan Royals this year.
Yes, yes.
So there was
That
going to
would have been
be
fun.
that would
Yeah.
have been if it ever came to that, it would have been very fun to play against my brother in the IPL.
But you were part of the Kings 11 last year, and how was it like, being opposite CSK in the previous year? How was last year? Because you had the hat trick, you had a fantastic season in some sense, of course. How was that experience for you?
Yeah, it was great. I think I loved my time there as well. It was my first time in India playing cricket, so that was massively exciting for me. And actually played at Chennai's stadium, so that was pretty cool too. I never thought I was going to Chennai, obviously, because when I was playing for Kings 11, but it's a great stadium. The fans, I've obviously heard a lot about the whistle podu, things like that. So it's it's exciting, but I'm just very, very excited to hopefully be able to play for Chennai, but no one knows when that will be.
Yeah, you just got 500 more followers just because you said whistle podu. More points, more brownie points coming your way in a bit. We're going to torture you as all we do to every non-Indian cricketer who comes to CSK. We have to torture him with, do you know your Tamil well? So yes, we will get there in a bit, Sam. It's not going to be all rosy. But there was this interesting set of pictures also that kind of did a lot of buzz because we were saying you're coming to join the part of the Lions team, and then you put up these set of pictures when you've gone on the safari. How was that like?
Yes, that was in there was a lot of comments actually when I put the photo up. I didn't realize it would actually link to Chennai at the time, but yeah, I went to Safari Park in South Africa with my girlfriend, and it was an amazing experience. And I love wildlife and nature and things like that. So, and obviously there's a link with lions and Chennai. So there you go. For all the fans, I love lions.
But were you scared at all, or were you like, there had to have been some fear just walking around with those beasts?
There was actually a lot of there. Looking back now, I think there was a lot of fear, and but yeah, it's a great experience, and yeah, so it was good fun.
So I also heard you managed to go to the Taj Mahal last year when you were at when it comes to the IPL. How was that like? Did it live up to your expectations?
Yeah, it was definitely amazing. As I said, first time in playing cricket in India. It was a massive the love for cricket in India is huge, and I obviously can't wait to get back again. But I was amazed with how big the crowds are, and the standard of the IPL's obviously top quality. I met lots of great players, and I made lots of friends. So it's definitely a tournament I'm very excited to come back to.
Well, we're going to quickly just take a few comments and questions that have been coming in, Sam, just to kind of break the flow a bit. Someone just said he loves your haircut. So just wanted to compliment you there.
Thank you, thank you.
Russ, in fact, Russ, of course, the team manager, he just popped in and he's asked, how's your GoFundMe page coming along?
Yeah, it's coming along really nicely. I obviously set up a GoFundMe page with the NHS in England, which is obviously trying to give back to our doctors, nurses, and everyone trying to help combat this coronavirus because it's a very scary thing and it's happening everywhere in the world. So I think I just thought I'd try and give back in some way and try and help out the NHS. So I set up a GoFundMe page, which is in my link on my Instagram. It's just about donating a bit of money to help with direct support to the NHS, such as like meals and face masks and equipment, stuff like that. So it's going really well, and there's a lot of people around the world who are doing great charity work and giving back much needed funds for all the doctors, which I'm sure is happening in India as well.
Right. But you just obviously, you mentioned all of this. Just wanted to get an idea of what cricketers do feel at this point, because I remember, so there was this camp, of course, Sam, that happened. You were going to join in later, of course. I was there at the camp, and we, of course, interacted with a lot of the players who already were there. So Raina was there, of course. MS was there. Raidu, a lot of the players were already in and getting a bit of the eye in. And a lot of them were actually worried. They were worried about this. And what does it do to your mental space to be off something like indefinitely like this? And how does it feel to then, what do you need to do to get back into that space again?
I think I could actually link back to the Chennai players. We were in Sri Lanka at the time when it was all starting to just get a bit worse than it originally was, and we were in training sessions and games, and it was quite hard to focus on the game when we knew there was a virus and our families were at home and things like that, where it's quite a scary time because you obviously want to focus on your day job, which is hitting cricket balls and bowling and taking wickets, stuff like that. But I think obviously no one knew it was going to get how bad it is going to get. So I think right now has actually been a time for us, I think, as cricketers to sit back and reflect on past performances and kind of look at ways when we do come to back to play cricket, is ways we can learn and try and get better. So I've really enjoyed the time a little bit now. I'm obviously ready to come back and play cricket now because it's been a long time in lockdown. So it's just trying to keep positive, and I'm sure there's going to be every cricketer now sitting at home is going to be very fresh when they come back to playing cricket because we haven't played much cricket recently.
Yeah, the hunger is going to be there, of course. The competitive streak is going to be back, and we can't wait for that to happen, of course. But
Definitely.
one thing, as we know, Sam, as we were telling you, there is this test that you need to pass, of course. It's not just coming in. When you enter the Chennai Super Kings, you'll have to know a bit of Tamil.
Okay.
So I'm going to put up a few words, and I'm going to tell you what it means. You know, this is just to kind of enhance your vocabulary, so you're already like prepped when
I'm
you
going to
come
be
in. And
terrible at this.
no, I think it'll be fine because it's just a few words that you need to just read out, and I'll tell you. You can probably guess what it means, and I'll tell you whether you're right.
Wow, I got no idea.
Can
Vanakam.
try? Yes, perfect. Any idea what that means?
Vanakam. Got no idea. Can you give me a clue?
It's probably one of the first things you might tell someone when you see them.
Is it hello?
Yeah, it's like namaste. It's like what you. It's
Yeah,
like
I know.
it's like a
I
greeting.
know what namaste is. I don't know what Vanakam is.
Yeah, so Vanakkam so Namaste is in Hindi, which is the national language, and Vanakkam is in Tamil, which is what the franchise kind of has its roots in. It's in Chennai, so it's Tamil language. So that's what it means.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
bad. Okay, that's a good start.
Not bad.
Just a few more. You got this, of course, right? You got whistle portal, right? Which is brownie points for you. This, of course, is what this show is called. It's also the name that's given to your dressing room, the chepok, all of it. This is what you'll hear quite a bit.
Anbuden.
Yeah. So Anbuden is a tough one. Anbuden basically means with love. It means, it also means the den, which is like the home for the lions. So it's a lot of that.
Nice. I'd love to know what the meaning of. Everyone keeps calling me something on
Yes.
social media. Got
That
no
word is
idea.
there.
I'd love you to explain to me.
That word is there. So I want you to try and read it out because that's a tough one. But yeah.
Kadai Kati Singman or something.
Right. So Kadai Kutti Singam. Singam is the word that is the Tamil word for lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to hear that a lot because you're part of the lions. Kadai Kutti means the youngest lion.
I see. Am I the youngest lion, or is the other
You
local
are the
guys?
youngest lion. You are the youngest lion. I think Jaggi and Sai are probably just a few years, but you are younger than them.
Oh, nice.
Oh, by the way, Raina is saying hi. Raina says
Hello.
hi, Sam.
Hello. I
How are
actually
you,
saw
buddy?
what
Shardul is saying.
Shardul
Shardul is asking me to teach you Tamil, which I will.
I know they will have to teach me when I come, but I actually watched both of their videos the other day, so I was preparing for this.
I don't know whether they're teasing me or you. They're asking me to teach you how to whistle. I think you know how to whistle, Sam. I think that you do.
Yeah, I'll be able to do that when I come out there. I'll keep practicing.
Yeah, you better. Okay, this word you gotta know because this is what I think Rainabai will mostly call you, and most of these guys will address you with. That's the word you need to know.
Machi.
Yes.
Is that mate? Mate.
That's mate.
See, I got it. At least I got one correct.
You got one. You got whistle podu. That's like brownie points already there.
Yeah.
You got macha, and then you knew what they called you. Pretty much, you hinted. You kind of knew. And this is another word you need to know quite a bit because you got to tell this to everyone.
So I need to be fluent when I come to Chennai.
You need to know a few words because then if you just say one or two words, they'll be like, oh wow, he knows Tamil. That's it. Nothing else. You don't have to speak sentences. This is what you got to tell everybody when they do something for you.
Nandri. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes.
It's too easy.
This is. Yeah. Why you don't need to learn. You know it. You don't need to learn. And this is Raina's favorite phrase, by the way, the one that I'm going to show you right now, and that's important too. This is his favorite phrase, and this is probably the first thing that he'll always ask.
Surutani.
Suratani means warm water. So you can say, get me some Suratani.
Why does he want warm water? It's too hot in Chennai.
It's hot in Chennai, yes, but at these times it's nice to have warm water during COVID.
Oh, I see, yes.
I heard somewhere that you don't like ice baths. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't really. I try and stay away during test matches. Our physios and coaches try and get me in the ice bath, but there's lots of other ways I'd prefer to recover. But ice baths are not very. They do great jobs, but they're not very enjoyable because no one likes getting in cold water or cold pools or things like that.
But in Chennai, you just might want to do it every single day.
Yes, to be fair, when I played against Chennai last year, it was
Yeah.
probably the hottest. It was an afternoon match, so it was
Yeah.
extreme. It was extremely warm, and obviously, I've heard from everyone that's in Chennai and people that have played in Chennai that it's an extremely warm place. So I better get used to that.
Obviously, we kind of spoke about Rana. He came in here, Shardul, of course, saying hi. There's another teammate you know a little better, DJ Bravo. Memories of the
Yeah.
connect you have with him?
Yes, obviously Dwayne played for Surrey a couple
Yeah.
seasons ago. He was our T20 overseas. Again, he's somebody I've looked up to and really excited to play alongside and learn some new tricks because everyone knows how skillful and successful he is in T20 cricket. So he's a great character. Obviously, he's into his music and things like that. He's like most of the West Indian players. They've got lots of energy and they're incredibly talented strikers of a cricket ball and very skillful, good fielders. So I don't know him too well, but I'm sure if when it comes to it, I'm sure we'll become great friends and hopefully we can teach each other some tricks.
All right, Sam, just a few questions from your fans before we kind of wrap this up. Harshini asks, who's your favorite player in the CSK squad? It's a tough one.
Oof, wow. Um, there's a lot of extremely. I think it's hard to go past Dhoni. Dhoni's obviously the. I just say that because he's the captain, but he's obviously a legend of international cricket and world ICC cricket. So I think he's obviously achieved so much in the game, and I'm really hoping the IPL does go ahead so we can obviously I can pick his brains and learn and play alongside him because I've heard he's a great captain. And there's so many players at Chennai who have achieved so much, and I'm just really excited to be a part of the franchise, and hopefully it'll be a friendship and a club I can be a part of for a long time.
By the way, speaking of MS, there are two words that you also should know. One is Tala. Everyone
Yeah,
calls him that in Chennai, which is Tala, which means a leader in some
yeah.
sense. More than a boss, it means like a leader. And Suresh Rana is called Chinnatala.
Oh wow, that's a bit harder.
You can call them both Chinnatala and
Yeah,
Thala. You'll get the hang of it for sure.
yeah.
Easy.
I'm
Um,
sure.
couple of more questions, Sam. Smriti asks, do you like Indian culture? Do you like Indian food or anything about what's the thing that you like?
Uh, I think what I noticed last year when I was in India was, as I said earlier, the love for cricket is obviously massive, and I really like the food and the curries and things like that. Obviously, I need to get used to the spicy food. I don't. I always used to order the least spicy food, whether it was a chicken korma or chicken tikka masala, things like that. So I had to always order the least spicy. But I'm sure the more times I travel to India, I'll get used to. And I used to love the local markets and things like that all
Yeah.
around
It's so
around
colorful.
exactly. Yeah, I had to walk around. Where was I? I don't know which part of India I was in, but I had to walk in Mumbai. Actually, I walked along the
It's
beachfront and
beautiful.
things. It's very nice, and went to all the statues and things like that. So it's really cool, and I'm hoping Chennai. I've heard some great things again about Chennai, so hopefully I can explore there when I arrive, and all you local people can show me the places to go.
Of course, Sam, we'll be happy to help. And yeah, VK asks, whom are you most excited to bowl against in CSK in the Nets? Possibly, yeah.
um,
And you can't say MS again.
Obviously Suresh is a great player. He'll be a great guy to bowl against. Murali Vijay, Faf du Plessis, all these guys who are. I played against a few of them actually for England against their various
Mm,
countries, but obviously it's going to be a great challenge bowling at these guys. Obviously Jadeja and Ambati
yeah.
Raidu, all these kind of, there's such a good batting lineup. So it's obviously Shane Watson as well. There's so many big names. It's going to be great to hopefully challenge myself against them and learn some new tricks, and they can help me. I can try and help them. So it's going to be a great time, and I can't wait.
All right. Someone else asks, does it feel, I think there's an interesting one which you might want to take. Anirudh says, how is it being a part of a team which has more experience and very few youngsters?
Yeah, I think it's obviously great, because me as a younger player, I can come into the squad, and as I've said earlier, look to try and learn from these guys who have achieved so much, and pick up new ways in my batting, my bowling, my fielding, and just try and put in performances alongside such great players. Obviously, Chennai is a massively successful franchise, so it's going to be a great experience, and hopefully I can, as being a younger player, bring some energy and jokes to the group, and I'm sure I can hopefully make some great friends.
Yeah, really looking forward to that, Sam. That should be fun. Last one before we let you go. What's the first thing you intend to do, or you want to do once you come to Chennai?
Wow. I think obviously the first thing will be to meet all my new teammates and meet all the fans. First training session, things like that. I can't wait, because obviously when I was in Sri Lanka, I was very excited to get on a short flight to Chennai and come meet all the fans, meet all the players, coaches, and hopefully that is soon. But whenever that is, I think everyone should just try and stay safe and stay home and be patient, and let's keep supporting all the doctors, nurses, policemen, everyone that's trying to help the world at this time, because it's an incredibly nervous and anxious time for everyone. But everyone in the world is pretty much in the exact same situation. So right now cricket's on hold, but I'm sure and I hope it won't be too long until we back trying to entertain all the fans.
Yes, and we're really looking forward to that, Sam. Thank you so much for giving time, and lots of love, of course, and hope to see you soon. All the best.
Thank you. I can't wait. Look forward to meeting everyone. Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Was a fun interaction with Sam Curran. I hope you guys were happy to see Kadekoti Singham finally, possibly on a video chat. You'll probably see him soon as well. It's what we all hope. Thanks for joining in. I hope you had a good time. Do keep coming onto this space, whether it's Chennai Super Kings or my page, Rupa Ramani, to know all the updates and what's going to happen, who the next guest is. Keep cued into all of that, and keep being a part of Unbidden Lions. Thank you and have a great day.